What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to our match reaction here on Anfield Agenda after Manchester United and Liverpool played out a 2-2 draw. A game that puts Arsenal back in the box seat in the Premier League title race. And I guess we're going to ask, how do we end up here again? But let me just say one thing at the start of the video. Don't give up. Do not be that person. I understand it's frustrating. It's disappointing. It's angering. But there's a lot of football still to be played. And ultimately, it's goal difference at this point. I'm not giving up on the league title yet. But it is going right down to the wire by the looks of it. Arsenal are in box position. It is their title to lose at this point on goal difference. But there is still a lot of football left to be played. That was a difficult fixture. We made it more difficult than it needed to be. We should have won the game. We should have been out of sight again. The same old things that haunted us the last time at Old Trafford came back today to haunt us again. Everyone in the chat that's frustrated and angry and wants to vent, I understand. Work away. That's what I'm here for. But let's not give up. If I can say anything else to you, it's do not give up. Be frustrated. Vent. Be angry. I get it. This is your platform. You're free to do it. But don't give up. Because there's a lot still to be played. We should have won that game. We should have never even let it be a competition. But it's disappointing. It is what it is. I see a few people in the chat going straight to insults towards me and stuff. And look, if that's the way you want to be today, that's your decision. It's not going to impact me or affect me one bit. But it is frustrating. And their games we should be winning. There's no ways about that. So look, before we get stuck into it and ask you guys for your thoughts on the game, just a moment for our sponsors as well. Thank you to Manscaped. Don't forget about the all-new Performance Package 5.0 Ultra that is available right now. You can get 20% off and free shipping with our discount code Anfield20. We do appreciate Manscaped's support. We appreciate your support as well. And thank you to our friends at Manscaped. So don't forget, 20% off and free shipping with our code Anfield20. We blew it. The game should have been buried in the first half, said 87 Unicorn. Craig, please ignore the haters. I am, Nicholas. I took a moment after the game, mate, to compose myself because I wanted to set the tone with the match reaction. But I also understand that people need to vent, and I'm going to allow them to vent. But I'm not going to take it personally today, mate. Don't worry. It is frustrating. It is what it is, and we'll all have reasons why we feel like we lost that game. Let's have a look at the stats that are on the screen, as you can see. And 38% possession to United, 62% to Liverpool. 28 shots. But here's the telling thing today. To have 28 shots and only 7 of those on target, it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. And I'm not going to finger the blame at any one person because we win as a team, we lose as a team. But to have that many shots wayward in every game or blocked, something needs to be looked at. We need that bit of composure in the final third. And today again it was lacking. Look at United's side. They had 9 attempts, 5 on target, and they come away with 2 goals. And this happened the same time again when we were at Old Trafford the last time. Only for today we got a penalty, Mo scored it, and we were back into the game. But something needs to change because we cannot keep being so wasteful. We can't. We can talk about the defensive side of it, and we will. But it's that wasted chances in front of goal that's cost us again at Old Trafford today. I think it's time to sell Salah, said Jay. Or it's time to let Salah go, in all honesty, said Jay. Look, it's difficult to have these conversations about Mohamed Salah because what Mohamed Salah has done for this football club is incredible and will stand the test of time. But that doesn't make him or anybody else immune from criticism of a poor performance. And today, Szoboszlai was wasteful in possession. Darwin was wasteful. But Mohamed Salah was probably the chief culprit today for chances missed. And I don't know the reason for that. And I'm not trying to find the reason for it. But what I'm saying is, going forward, we need to show a bit more composure in front of goal. We need to stop being so wasteful. And that's all I've got to say on the situation with the forwards today. It's up to everybody else to make up their own minds, but you can't waste that many chances in the game of football in the Premier League. Really starting to lean towards taking the Salah money, said Ricky Paul. Look, it's not just on Salah today. Salah had a poor performance. I agree. But the whole 11 out there were responsible for the game. I'm not going to go in on Jarell Kwanzaa. I am not going to slaughter a young lad who made a mistake. It happens. He knows he made the mistake. He doesn't need me to tell him. And it was a good finish from Bruno Fernandes to capitalise on it. But it is just hurtful, again, to go to Old Trafford, outperform them hugely in the first half and come out at the start of the second half and be 2-1 down. That just hurts. It does just hurts. There's no other way to word it. Annoyed that you needed a penalty to draw despite your dominance. Are you all frustrated with needing a pen, or are you happy to take the point? I mean, to come back from 2-1 down and take a point is better than nothing, Ethan. But no, not happy to have to rely on a pen to get a draw, mate. No, not at all. The game should have been out of sight in the first half. And again, half-time, the break came and United benefited from that break and came out in the second half and went ahead. I'll never understand it. Mate. I don't understand how in 3 games against United this year we haven't beaten them once. It's an anomaly, and they've definitely been a bogey team for us this year. Ahead of City, we stay positive. Join top, said Daco 1. Look, let's get the man of the match poll up, and I want your suggestions for the man of the match poll, and then we'll get it up. I would say Alexis McAllister should be in that conversation. I think Diaz should be in the conversation today. I thought Diaz had a good game. Wasteful in possession at times, but always trying to make something happen. Some more suggestions. Basim said Salah's fasting, next game he'll be sharp. Mate, I'm going to say this very clearly and very calmly so you understand me. He shouldn't be on the pitch. If you want to use fasting as an excuse, I understand it. But my point is, I would view fasting the same as a niggle, a stomach bug, a pain in the ankle. If you can't perform to your best, for any reason, you shouldn't be on the pitch. You should declare yourself unfit. So if that is the excuse that you would like to put forward, I respect it, but I disagree with it. Onana was very good in goal, said Russell Stubley, excuse me. Yeah, Onana had a good game, made some good saves. Kobe Mainoo scored a fine goal as well. I just don't know how we ended up here, lads. That's the lingering feeling today, is I just don't know how we ended up here. Right, I'm going to get this man of the match poll up before I forget. So bear with me one moment. Always tough to do these man of the match polls when you haven't won a game, but we got to do it. Bear with me 1 second, please, folks, while I write these out. Couple more suggestions for your man of the match would be great. Mac is in there, don't worry about that. Robbo, right. Yeah, Robbo was good, actually. I agree with you on that one. Andy Robertson put in a good shift today, that's fair. One more, please. If you can give me one more suggestion, that would be much appreciated. You know what? I can't think of one more standout performer, so I'm gonna put in other and let you guys see if. Right, so there we go. The man of the match poll is up. I've put in the 3 candidates I think deserve a show. And then I've put in other. So if you disagree and you think it should be somebody else, click on that one and let me know in the comments. Harry Klein said, City exposed at the back and Arsenal have difficult games. If we do our job, we can do it. Trent and Jota will make us better. Absolutely. Absolutely. Look, the league's not over. Not at all. 7 games to go, and I told you there was going to be points drop. I told you I think we'll draw 1 game. It's disappointing that it's today, but, you know, Arsenal have difficult games coming up. There will be twists and turns to come over the last 7 games of this season. But we've just got to keep trying to be positive and trying to look ahead and trying to win our games and take care of business. But there's going to be twists and turns. The pressure's going to get to all teams. And we are in for an incredible end to the season. There's going to be heartbreak for two sets of fans. Obviously, I hope it ain't us. But right now, there's 1 point between the top 3 teams. Arsenal lead the table on goal difference. They've 9 goal advantage over us at this moment in time. And yeah, it's advantage to them. Chelsea and Tottenham need to beat Arsenal, said Darwizzy. And yeah, they do have difficult games. Like, it's not straightforward. This idea that everybody's just going to keep winning every game is a myth. It's not going to happen. Arsenal, I don't believe in their history they've ever won 14 Premier League games in a row. And I don't think they'll do it now. City they're capable of it. And they've got probably a more favourable run of fixtures. But from this point out, I expect us to win the remaining games. I'm not saying it's a given, it's a formality, but I think we can do it. But there's no getting away from the disappointment today. It is disappointing. And it's been a disappointing year in the games against Manchester United. From the draw at Anfield to the capitulation in the FA Cup to this game today where we were bossing it. First half, we were by far the better team. United had a decent 10 minutes. We came back in, we dominated the first half, and we were just wasteful. You can't get away from 28 shots and 7 on target. It's not good enough at this level. Klopp should have started Harvey and Salah off the bench. So I do feel, like I said all week in the build-up to the game, I would have started Elliott for the reasons that I outlined. He's just more... What's the phrase I'm looking for here? Economical is probably the phrase I'm looking for. Don't listen to the mate, they're just tossers. See, do you know what got me though? It's like it's okay to throw and use my mental health against me for being honest and vulnerable about it. But these are the same people who'll be posting online next week saying, World Mental Health Day, mental health matters. If you've ever got any problems, my DMs are open. But they're all full of it because they're more than happy to try and have a go at somebody for showing that vulnerability. But the problem with me is they ain't going to break me. I'm stronger than all of them. And I've got an amazing group of people behind me who I love dearly. Well said, Craig. As a fellow mental health sufferer, this is not on and just not right. People think it is, mate, because they're full of platitudes and useless phrases that they don't actually back up. But it is what it is. We've bottled it. I don't think we have. Honestly, look, I get it. We're all disappointed in the result. I get that, but we've not bottled it. We've not bottled it. There's 7 games to go. And it's goal difference at this point. But we've not bottled it. Look, the game, the result, yes. Not good enough. Should have won it. But don't give up on the league yet. Don't give up. I missed a donation from you. So sorry, Victor. My man, I'm so sorry. Let me find that and get back to you, dude. I do apologise. Sorry, Victor. John Neal said... Can't offer Salah a new contract. Looks slow in pace and thought finishing seems to have let him ignore the haters. Thank you. On the Salah thing, I genuinely don't know if it's the 3 months out, if it's the fasting, if it's poor form. I don't know the answer. But I know that it's not the same man that we're seeing on the pitch. And his performance levels just aren't the same. And nobody wants to throw anybody under the bus and say this, this and this. But, you know, we can't keep missing all them chances. There's been a lot. Sorry, I can't find that comment. So I'm going to go in this way and find it the longer way, mate. Sorry. I hate missing out on a super chat. So bear with me, dude, while I just find it. Christian said, Craig, well said, respect is earned, not freely given, and being abusive is unacceptable. Thank you, Christian. Benjamin, I'm going to get to your comment now in 1 second, dude. I just want to find Victor's comment because I hate missing a super chat from somebody. There you go. If Big Ange is really a boyhood Liverpool fan, he could prove it now by getting us a result at Arsenal City. Nice to see you. Oh, mate, make no mistake about it. I'm putting lots of faith in the possibility of them getting a result against Arsenal. I definitely have a lot of hope that Spurs can take something off them. There was a couple more I missed I'm trying to catch up on. I've done that one, done that one, done that one. Sorry, I'm just going through all the super chats because I hate missing them. I've read that one out. There was one more I missed that I've got to get back to. It was Akinja, welcome to Anfield Agenda FC. I read Christian's one out. Benjamin, that was the one I missed. Benjamin, 1 second, mate. I'm going to read out your comment. If we take a step back and the emotion out of this, the only thing missing today was Jota. I honestly believe this. Furthermore, Craig, don't you just get so angry watching Salah and Diaz? More so Salah today than Diaz. And in the past, yes, there have been occasions where Diaz has drove me mad. But today, it was just like we took one touch too many and we let United close us down. And shots were wayward and blocked or weak. And it's really frustrating because we were so much better for longer spells and we created a lot. You know, the age-old thing of you'd prefer strikers to be missing chances but being in the right areas. And that's kind of how I feel about today. Like, we could sit here and talk about us being blunt and not just being clinical. It's just frustrating. Claire, cowardness is even worse. Go get some help, said Gary Weiss. Agree not using as fast as an excuse, but I can't think of why his composure dropped. Your channel's been nothing but good vibes. Thank you, Basim. I don't know, mate. I'm not in Salah's body. I don't know if it's a mental block, which it mustn't be because he stood up and took that penalty and showed composure in that moment, sent Onana the wrong way and scored. It's just one of those situations where we're all looking for an answer right now. We're looking for a reason as to why this game got away from us. And it won't help. All we can do is face up to where we are, and where we are is behind Arsenal in goal difference, and there's 7 games to go. How have we not beaten these clowns in 3 games this season? Great goals by United, bad finishing by us. It's looking like replacing Salah will be easy at the minute. It's lacking armchair supporters. I think I agree with almost everything you've said there, dude. How have we not beaten them in 3 games? I don't know either. It's a very good comment. There were good goals from United as well, and that needs to be spoken about. You know, Fernandes took that goal from distance very well, and Kobe Mainoo scored a fine goal. I've got no complaints today, as in, I'm not going to blame the PGMOL, I'm not going to blame the referee. We were the reason we didn't win that game today. And that's what makes it more difficult to discuss, is because we know it was our own fault. That's it. It was our own fault. And looking inwardly is not easy to do. It isn't. It's hard to accept your own shortcomings. V. Aaron said, looks like Salah's legs are gone. Have to accept 100 million from Saudis if they come in. Definitely missing our assassin. We need Jota back. We can sell Salah. I can't be bothered, said Sweet Boy. Right, now I've gone through all the super chats. I'm going to get to some more of your regular comments. Craig, do you think we're still favourites for the league? Oh, God. I think everybody has an equal chance. I think that's my honest answer. I think us being favourites is out the window now. Nor do I think... I'm not going to sit here and say it's over. I'm not at that point. But I think everybody has an equal right to believe they can win the league from this point. Manchester City will look at it and think Arsenal have difficult games and we've been wasteful, so the opportunity for us to be frustrated and not score is there. We can look at it and think Spurs could take something off Arsenal. Yeah, I mean, are we favourites? No, but we're not out of it either. That's probably the honest answer. A lot of talk about our attackers being wasteful, but defence have made a habit of gifting cheap goals to opposition. Unforced defensive errors will haunt us, said Shark versus Eagle. Yeah, it is right that we talk about the defence today as well. Look, I'm not going to go in on Jarell Kwanzaa. Not a chance. I'm not that guy. He made a mistake. He knows that. And the mistake was punished. And that always makes it worse. But he deserves a bit of breather room. But giving up cheap goals has been a problem for us this year. It has. But not killing off teams has been a bigger one. You know, that's been an even bigger problem. Arsenal won't get 12 points from Spurs, Chelsea, United and Wolves. We just need to keep the gap against City and we can beat Villa and Spurs. Trent and Dom duo soon, said Harry Klein. Gabby, how are you, my friend? Thank you for your very kind super chat, Gabby. Appreciate you. Gabri said, emotions out of it, look back and think, since Núñez joined Salah, first instinct has become to assist rather than rocket in the goal. Hence all his shots were taken as soft. Original game plan. Thank you, Gabby. I mean, you've asked me who I think are favourites. I mean, let me know what you think happens from this point. We're third favourites now, for being honest. I'm trying to be honest, Stephen. When I say I think we're joint favourites, I'm not trying to be deluded in saying that. I'm saying it based off what I'm seeing and what games we have left. City have the easiest run in. I'm absolutely confident to say that. But I'm trying to be fair, honestly. I'm not trying to be delusional. Why wasn't Ibu in the team? I don't know. Rotation is my guess. But I haven't heard any comments from Klopp on a reason. Some of the scores from SofaScore today. Joe Gomez got a 7. Elliott got a 7.5. Gakpo got a 6.5. Jones got a 6.4. I think it's fair to say the substitutions today off the bench didn't really impact us in a positive way. Craig, we have to put some respect on Maka. Maka was incredible. Incredible. That first half was one of the most complete midfield performances I've seen in ages. Maka was top notch. The man of the match poll is still open and it's quite close between Diaz and Maka. Maka is trailing Diaz by 3% at the minute, but there's still a couple of minutes left to vote. Núñez and Salah cost us there. Should have won by half time, said Google Western. Yeah. Not yes to the should have won by half time part is what I'm agreeing to. But yeah, wasted chances cost us. But here's the thing. Klopp needs to show that nobody's above being dropped at this point. And if we believe people are wasting chances and missing opportunities, then the manager needs to show the nerve to change those players and show them that they aren't undroppable and that they do have to book up their ideas. Severe lack of chemistry between the front three. Jota return. I would argue it's as much in the air as it was yesterday. We're never going to not drop points. I agree. I said all the way through, I think points are there to be dropped by everybody. Start Elliott is the lesson Klopp must now learn, said Bricktop. I agree. I mean, I go back to my preview during the week. I had Elliott in my starting 11 because I didn't think Szoboszlai was in a great moment. And I thought my thought process was only underlined when I seen the performance. Now with Trent and Jota back, I think we can catch the goal difference. I hope so, but I also have PTSD from chasing goal difference from 13-14, where we chased it a little bit too much and it bit us in the backside. So, I don't want another Christian Bull moment, but look, I'm glad to start to see some positivity coming in to the chat, which is nice to see. The problem with Klopp is he always plays the same way. Therefore, we always draw against United and Everton away. He has no cognizance of the occasion, said Got Cool. GG, Craig. Wan-Bissaka may have saved your title. Maybe. Jensk, maybe. It was certainly a welcome gift, mate. Let me say that. And Núñez gets a lot of praise for his work rate, and rightly so, says Bashir. But his lack of clinical ability and decision-making worries me. Diogo was heavily missed. I agree with all of you on that. Diogo coming back could be great and be a huge help for us. And, pushing Darwin back out onto the left, I think will actually suit Darwin a little bit more as well. For some reason, that Darwin and Salah combination it doesn't really seem to be as proficient as we'd like. I like Darwin pulling out onto the left. I think it gives him a little bit more room to manoeuvre, and Jota, as we know, is clinical. So, yeah, look, the sooner Diogo comes back in, the better, I agree. The Red Machine said, our strongest 11 is Alisson, Robbo, Van Dijk, Kanade, Trent, Endo, McAllister, Diaz, Jota, Salah. Me and my cousin Paulio are coming to the show in Liverpool. Love you. Thank you, Khaled, and look forward to seeing you, mate. Make sure you come up and say hello, and thank you for your support. Why only our fan base not confident of the league? I don't know what it is about our fan base. Sometimes because we're the best in the world, but we're also the most reactionary fan base. Good, bad, or indifferent. We go over the top in both ways. I guess it's the joy of being a footy fan, but I wish people would be a bit less defeatist at times. We aren't out of this title race by any stretch, but you know, we've also put a dent in it a little bit today. Let's be fair about that as well. You'll still win the league. Easy run in, relax, said Wes Kenny. I hope so, mate. I hope so. Angel Zero, thank you for your super sticker. Soboslai wasn't bad. People in the chat are just looking for a scapegoat. He wasn't bad, but he wasn't at the level we know he's capable of. There was a little bit of a heavy touch at times from Soboslai today. One touch too many, but he wasn't bad. I would say fair on that. He wasn't bad. Salah was horrendous. Dom and Nunes were terrible. Kanade should have started. Our defence looked like Chelsea. Hopefully Arsenal can draw points. Chelsea, Spurs away, Wolves away, Villa, United away. Yeah, they have difficult games coming up. But yeah, look, there's no sugarcoating today. Today's been a tough day. You know, we haven't beaten United in 3 games this season. And grow a pair, Craig. I've got a pair. Thank you, mate. And if you ever want to talk about me growing a pair, if you see me out and about, come up and say it to me, mate. I'll have no problem having that discussion with you in person, sir. No hiding from me, dude. Not that type of man. But you keep hiding behind a fake username there and being a hard man. That's, you know, you're doing a great job. It's Alfie. We played well and deserved the win. We need to keep backing Darwin no matter how many chances he doesn't finish. Love your channel. Thank you, Taylor. We can still win the title despite all the negativity from certain sections. We really overachieved. Well, yeah, that's a good point as well. I didn't expect us to be in a title race at the start of this season. But look, it is disappointing today. It just is. You know, I think we have to be humans about this as well. To be 1-0 up, cruising, playing really well, but wasteful, it's tough. It's tough to not finish the weekend on top of the league, I think. LFC not favourites. It's not in our hands is why. Goal difference only saving grace is Arsenal some tough games coming. I think we can win our remaining games. I mean, goal difference is a thing, yes, but I'd rather have our fixtures than Arsenal's, but I'd rather have Arsenal's goal difference than ours. My only worry is I don't see Arsenal losing. New to watching footy, choosing Liverpool being the best decision I've made. Much love. It is a great decision, Mac. And you won't regret that decision. You've picked the right team. I'm going to just go back to what I've always said. I don't believe Arsenal have ever won 14 games on the trot in the Premier League era. So for them to do it, look, let me say it this way. If Arsenal win every game, they deserve to win a league title. If they, under the pressure, can go and win 13 or 14 games on the trot, well, sorry, they had the draw against Man City. If they can go on and win all their games, that's what it takes to win a title. You know, it was in our own hands today. We dropped the ball. If Arsenal can capitalise on that, then Arsenal go and win the league. And we suck it up. But what I'm saying is there's still a lot of footy to be played. And I wouldn't be throwing the towel in just yet. Mohammed said, for the remainder of the season, we need players with hunger. For now, I see that in Elliot Gakpo, not in Salah, Darwin and Dom. Kelleher should have saved Mainu's shot. Really? I thought it was a great finish from Mainu, to be fair. I thought it was a world-class goal. I mean, you're entitled to your opinion. I disagree with it. Ryan coming on would have been good due to his running ability on the ball coming forward, said Archie. Craig, if you played that crap and get a draw again, surely you can do something against Arsenal, said Arian. Draws kill us every season, said Kelvin. Yes, sir, they do. Right, my friends, I'm going to go and record the player ratings video. But I'm going to be back at 8:30 tonight because I want to readdress everything, go back over it. So I hope to see you at 8:30 if you're around this evening. If not, thank you. Thank you to our sponsors, Manscaped as well. Don't forget, 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com using our discount code Anfield20. 20% off and free shipping using our code Anfield20. We're all disappointed, but let's try to be upbeat. Let's try to be positive. The league's still there to play forward. 7 games to go. Today was a day that didn't go the way we wanted it to. That sucks, but still lots of twists and turns to go, and I love you all dearly. Thank you for being there. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your understanding. Thank you for being good people. And I hope to see you at 8:30. Until then,